Hello, my name is Pastor Doug Butler from Lifewater Community Church, and we are here with Jesse Eisenhour, and we're excited for him. He's our church planter in Whitley County, and we wanted to let the churches who are involved in this church plant get to meet him and find out a little bit more about him. In fact, I have some questions for him this morning. So first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Jesse, and my salvation story, when I was a kid, I grew up in a small Assemblies of God church in Warsaw, Indiana. And on Wednesday nights and Sundays, they had something called Junior Church, and our teacher was Sandy Baltosser. And at the time, she was going through the Pilgrim Progress book. And there's a part where the story, the character's name is Christian, and he comes to the cross. And in the book, his burden falls off his back and rolls down the hill. And the teacher had asked, does anybody want to be like Christian and have their burdens come off? And as a kid, that's what I wanted. And so I had responded with all the other kids and prayed and gave my life to the Lord. And really, in many ways, it's been a growing process ever since. Never really left the faith and came back or anything like that. My ministry experience, in 2005, I moved to Hammond, Indiana, and did something called Master's Commission, which is an internship program. Instead of going to college, you can get hands-on experience at this thing. It's a part of the Assemblies of God church, and so I did that. And in my first year, at the end of my first year, I got on staff at the church, and I started working as a junior high youth pastor. And then since then, right before we got married, I had moved back to this area, and we youth pastors at a couple different churches, volunteered a couple different places. I guess I started preaching when I was 16, because I knew from about the time that I was 7 that I was called into the ministry. I didn't necessarily know exactly what that would look like at the time, but yeah. Then in 2005, Revive Indiana came to the area, and the Lord just really put it on my heart. Just everything that happened there just really wrecked me in so many ways, and we knew we needed to be a part of that. And so we ended up joining the Time to Revive team. And so for the last 5 years, basically, we've been working for or volunteering with Time to Revive.
So tell me about your family.
My wife, we've been married now for 11 years, almost, in June. We met when we were 16, but then we have 5 kids. We have 5 kids. Josiah is 9, Gideon is 7, Mercy is 5, Anna is 2, and Elijah is brand new. He's probably around 4 months or so. I think it's 4 months.
Awesome. All right. So tell us a little bit how you got from where you were to deciding that you're going to plant a church.
Yeah, so I was working working for Time to Revive, and part of the process for that is we have to raise funds. And so I had been after Ken Chupp, who's a pastor at the Warsaw Missionary Church, for a while to help us out for support. And he called me up one day and asked if we could meet for breakfast. And I was all excited because I thought we were going to get support. And he's like, "Hey, have you ever thought about planning a church?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it's been years, like 6 or so years or more." And just, at the time, church planning wasn't really anything we had thought about anymore. It wasn't really anything we wanted to do. But he just said, "I really think you should pray about it." And he told me about this group of pastors that gets together and prays for this church plant. And so he just asked me to go home, pray about it. And so we did. I went home. I told my wife what he had said, and that they wanted us to consider planning a church, and that we were supposed to pray for it. And neither of us really thought we were supposed to do it. And so we kind of just, put it in the back of our minds, I guess, and just kind of forgot about it. And then a couple months went by, and then he responded again, "Hey, did you pray about it anymore? Do you have any answers? Is God calling you to plant a church?" And I was like, to be honest, I haven't really thought about it at all. And he was just like, "Well, just so you know, you don't have to feel called to it right away. We have this process you can go through." And so we just Ellen and I talked about it. We prayed about it, and we just felt like we were supposed to be willing to go on this journey with them. And we had, when we talked to Ken, he had kind of helped us understand. It's kind of like marriage or dating, where you go on one date, and then if you like each other, you can go on the next date. And so we agreed we'd go on a few dates with the church planning crew. And so we met with the group of pastors that is helping to do this. And so when we left there, we didn't really think it was going to go any further than that. And then sure enough, it did. And then we met again with the next guy, and we just kept going through each stage of the process, and here we are.
Awesome. That's great. We're very excited for you. So sort of tell us what your next step is then. You have a meeting or something at the end of this month?
Yeah, so May 29th at 6 p.m. At a location that is not yet determined. It will probably be recorded, so it will be available online just in case people aren't really wanting to get out and stuff. But basically with Corona and everything that's going on, we don't know for sure yet when things will be open. But when we do have a location, we'll let everybody know. But you can reach out to us through phone number or through email. My number is 574-678-0033. Please send a text message first, because if you call me, I will not answer it, because I get so many spam messages in a day. It's ridiculous. But you can also email me at jesse_eisenhour@gmail.com, and we can help you get the information that way. Also, your pastors will all have the information that if you can't write my number down fast enough, you can talk to them.
Awesome. Well, we are very excited for you and are in prayer for you. And so we're looking forward to hearing great things about what the church plan is going to do. So don't forget that meeting the last Friday in May. And if you want to contact him, either use the email or phone number he just gave, or you can talk to your local pastor. Have a great day.